With gas guzzling restrictions and emission controls, some people worry that the days of the super sports car are limited. But they'd be wrong, as the introduction of the Tesla Roadster some 2 years ago has proven. The Tesla's awesome performance is derived from its electric motor, which is able to deliver maximum torque at whatever speed it's running at. Like all great new technologies, a new language has to be developed in order to describe it accurately. Torque is the term used to describe turning motor power as measured in Newton meters. The Tesla has a torque of 400 Newton meters all the way to 5,100 RPM. Take a conventional sports car such as the Lotus Elise. It peaks at 213 Newton meters and then only at 4,400 RPM. What's unique to a Tesla Roadster?
Owning the Tesla Roadster is a completely new owner experience. Some of the benefits are only once a year service, never have to stop at a gas station again. You can plug in your car every night, be fully charged every morning, and be able to drive over 50,000 miles a year that way with performance that rivals the greatest supercars in the world from a cornering and acceleration standpoint to just having the ability, some of the features like regenerative braking that allow the car to be so much more easy to drive in traffic and more enjoyable to drive in the canyons. It's great.
Will the roar and vibration of the V8 be missed? Not after you take one out for a spin. Seatbelt on. After the way we just drove up here, that's going to be really important. Reminds me of that movie, Why Bother with a Rear View Mirror? Who cares what's behind us?
When you can go as fast as this.
Okay, now watch this. We'll give it some amperage. Oh, shit. Oh, that is definitely doing some fast driving. You ready for another one?
Yep.
Here we go.
Give me what you got.
Right through the pedestrian crossing. Burn them. You know, it doesn't actually burn rubber. I guess the weight of the battery holds it down. The tires are pretty wide, so we're, even though I'm flooring it, it's not actually burning any rubber in this deal. It's like a free trip to Six Flags in this car. But every time you press a gas pedal down in a fast car, I think a lot of people are thinking, boy, that cost me a few dollars. You don't think about that in this car, right? I mean, because you're not burning any gas, obviously. You're just using a little more electricity. It's got the same amount of power whether you're traveling at low speed or high speed. You still have that amount of acceleration available to you. So I'm doing what, oh my God, I'm doing 40. But I could be doing a lot more. You can tell by my hair we're going very fast, but you know what we're going to do now? We're going to film the speedometer. And what's interesting is the speedometer and the tach are tied together there. Can you see that? Mm. It's great while we're idling here. You know what's happening?
What?
Nothing. We're not burning any power, where you can see the gauge is at 0. There's no RPM. The car is in drive, and we're just sitting here doing nothing. Pull it off. So we're going to try and get this thing to go up to 60 and see how long it takes to do that. It's like any other car, it sort of turns itself when you're into a hard turn. The only noise we've got, of course, is the wind, of which there's plenty, because we have the top down, of course. I got to tell you, normally I'm not much of a car guy. Like, I don't get really excited about driving cars, but this does feel like a whole lot of fun. I could see myself getting in this and just going out for a drive. It would be fun just to do that. And we've been driving around now for a few hours, and I'm looking by the power meter there. We've got more than enough amperage to get us around for the rest of the day. So I don't feel like nervous, like we're gonna, oh my goodness, we're gonna run out of power or anything like that.
Ready to go fast. Let's not get any bikers. This is an amazing car. I'm not a car person at all. I have a truck, and I couldn't tell you a thing about a car, but I can say that this is fun, this is fast. I'd go for another spin in this anytime. It goes so fast that our head goes back.
Where's our people? Did we pass them already?
I don't know. Do one more.
It's not like it's hard to do, right?
Watch how fast this goes. I can't even keep my body up.
Want one? You'll have to catch it first. 2 thumbs up for me.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for me. That was a great experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Tesla Roadster. You corrected me, I was calling it the Sportster, the Roadster. And so I've got a few questions for you. Sure. Tell me, I guess the first thing I want to know is what kind of a person buys a a Tesla Roadster. It's such a unique car in every regard. I'm thinking like eco-environmentalist, but
not necessarily.
No?
It's a wide range of people that are purchasing the Roadster. Early adopters, people that are interested in technology. There's also a vast number of people that just want to get off of foreign oil.
That alone is a great reason for this guy.
For the pure performance.
Yeah.
It's just a higher performance vehicle.
Believe me, we know all about that. Trust me. I was glued to the back of that headrest there on more than one occasion.
Of course, I don't want to ignore the environmentalists who do also buy this car as well.
Yeah. Something about owning the fastest car on the road feels good. It just happens to be electric. I mean, I know what the sticker price is. I can see that at about $110,000, but what does it actually cost to own a Tesla?
It's a good question. The cost of ownership of the Roadster is far less than its internal combustion counterpart for a few reasons.
Yeah, no gas being one big reason.
It costs approximately $5 to drive over 200 miles. So you're talking, you know, 6 to 10 times cheaper to drive this car. And guaranteed the price of gasoline is going up, where electricity typically stays the same.
And you know, it's got I mean, obviously there's a huge amount of batteries in there. Whenever I think batteries, anybody that's owned a laptop has had to go through the pain at some point of replacing a battery because it's worn out after a few years. What happens in a Tesla? How long do they last? And
well, the Roadster battery is designed to last between 7 and 10 years.
Tell me about the name. Tell me where that came from.
Nikola Tesla, who discovered AC electricity and invented the AC induction motor, which is the technology in its simplest form that we use in our car. If Nikola were around today, he would recognize our motor as an AC induction type.
Okay, so we're going to take a look under the hood, see what makes this puppy run so smooth and fast.
Where you're expecting an engine, there of course isn't one. The only thing under the hood is the cooling system, the high voltage controller. So what that does is, because the battery stores electricity at 400 volts, the motor runs at 400 volts, along with the heating and air conditioning. It also controls the low voltage systems, like the heated seats, the stereo, the horn, and the lights, which run at 12 volts. You have your brake booster and brake fluid, your air conditioning. And that's it.
More amazing for what's missing right down there than what is actually there. In fact,
it's true.
You know, you can actually see ground underneath there. We've just spent the day test driving this Tesla Roadster. This is it. Obviously, we're not going to a gas station, so I'm going to plug it in. Well, absolutely amazing. Looks like I can run my lawnmower on this too. In a few hours, we're ready to go. Now, we didn't completely drain the battery. We only did it we're only driving for a few hours, so it's only going to take a few hours to charge it up. But that's it. And plug it into the wall, and you're good to go. No gas station. So the only thing is, I don't know what we're going to do about getting those slushy drinks at the gas station when I fill up. I'm going to miss going there. For CNN iReports, this is Percy von Lipinski at Tesla Motors in Santa Monica, California.